Since 2021, shock rocker Marilyn Manson's music career has been on hold. That's when his former partner, actress Evan Rachel Wood, made allegations of abuse against Manson. Allegations Manson himself has denied. After that, multiple other women also came forward. There were multiple lawsuits, and in the subsequent years, there have been multiple settlements. There have been no shortage of drama in this situation, with one of the most high-profile accusers, Ashley Smithline, shocking earlier this year, announcing she was recanting her allegations against Manson. She said she felt pressured to make them, revealing that her claims were untrue. Now, there is a long way to go in this defamation case with actress Evan Rachel Wood. She has not sued Manson. She made a documentary about her allegations called Phoenix Rising, which prompted Manson to sue her for defamation. Now, Manson faced a significant legal setback earlier this year in May when a number of his core claims in that defamation suit were thrown out by a judge. His legal team are currently working on appealing that decision, and without question, this case has a long way to go before it sees a courtroom. Actress Evan Rachel Wood, in the meantime, is discussing the case on a new podcast episode, and she had a lot to say about her relationship with Manson. She hasn't really spoke on this in a while, and so I thought it would be interesting to go over what she had to say. Speaking on the Navigating Narcissism podcast, she said, "When I realized what a physical impact this was having on me, and it was making it nearly impossible to just move about my life normally and comfortably and safely, that was such a breaking point for me." She continued, "There was a moment for me where I was like, I'm so afraid of this person. I've been threatened so many times, either with blackmail or with force, and if I stay here because I'm too scared to leave, I feel like I'm dead anyways. Staying felt like a death sentence. Leaving was also terrifying because something could happen to me or he could come after me. I felt like either way I feel dead, so I may as well try to escape." She continued, "You and him and a mound of cocaine, and he would keep you up and stay awake just berating you, telling you everything that was wrong with the world and the people around you, everything you were doing wrong, all the ways you were failing him and failing yourself, the suspicions he had towards you. He would start wrecking the house." It was this nonstop onslaught of words and monologues, this constant stream of negativity that I felt like I couldn't escape and couldn't stop. It's where the brainwashing and abuse started taking place. He wouldn't stop until you gave in and started agreeing with everything he was saying or making the phone calls he wanted you to make. Now, there's been so much going on with this case. Just last month, Manson settled a lawsuit from a Jane Doe accuser against him. The statement read, "Brian is pleased that just as previous lawsuits were abandoned without payment or settled for pennies on the dollar, this plaintiff has now agreed to drop her suit in exchange for an insurance payment representing a fraction of her demands and far less than the cost to Brian of proceeding to trial." February of 2023, Ashley Smithline recanted her allegations against Marilyn Manson. She said in part, "I succumbed to pressure from Evan Rachel Wood and her associates to make accusations, alleging that she was manipulated by Evan Rachel Wood and those people close to her into making these allegations, and this is in part what that suit from Manson is about." Essentially, the allegation is that Evan Rachel Wood was coordinating people to make multiple allegations against him. And back in January, Marilyn Manson also settled that suit with Esme Bianco. They reached an agreement to resolve the case. Bianco's lawyer said she had agreed to resolve her claims in order to move on with her life and career. Now, and of course, back in May, Manson had a number of the core claims in that defamation lawsuit thrown out. That is currently working its way through his attorneys trying to appeal that decision. We're a long way away from this defamation case making its way into a courtroom, and anything can happen. You can see a settlement, they could walk away, or you could have another high-profile Johnny Depp-style trial, and we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But for now, Marilyn Manson's music career appears to continue to be on hold, even though he's been teasing over the last few months new music. He's shared pictures of himself in front of a microphone, essentially saying, "I have something to share with you." But as of yet, none of that has materialized, folks. So a long way to go in this case. Both sides, Manson denies. Evan Rachel Wood says everything she's saying is true. So it seems like the courts are going to determine what exactly happened here in this relationship. But for now, that's your latest update from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.